Hey guys, what's up? My name is Sammy Robbins and I am the owner and founder of Alive and Free Consulting. And if you don't know this already, my husband and I, we run group coaching programs for women, and I've been on a 10-year journey. There's water on the book in front of me. I have been on a 10-year journey, and so has my husband, of working through our past pain and trauma. And it has set us up for a thriving marriage. It doesn't mean things are always awesome. It doesn't mean that things are easy. It doesn't mean we have a perfect relationship. What it does mean is that we have everything we need to learn how to do life well and marriage well, and to learn how to love each other. Because it's hard. Like, relationships are really hard work. So we've taken what's taken us 10 years of learning and healing and walking through and doing ministry school and counseling and consulting and just life that we've done. We've compiled that 10 years, 20 years collectively of process, and we put it into group coaching programs for women. So we help women walk through past pain and trauma, and ultimately our goal is so that women can do relationships well, so they can go into marriage healthy and powerful and prepared, and so that they can raise their kids in a different way. Because if you don't, and you bring in all your past pain when you're raising kids, you just keep repeating the cycle generation to generation, and we want to play a part in changing that. So that is my minute and 30-second intro to this video. But today I am in my mama bear slippers and have no makeup on, obviously. And what I was thinking about today was that I was going to wake up and have tons of energy, get a workout in, go through my list, and do things from a place of peace and rest, but like, get shit done. I wanted to get shit done today. And I got a really great night's sleep. I've been eating really clean. I'm taking all my supplements. And for those of you who don't know, I have been struggling with adrenal fatigue. I also have anemia, and I don't know if it's related or not, but tons of brain fog and no mental clarity, and I can't remember things. I'm just having weird physical symptoms. And I've been on a journey the last year of just trying to get really, really healthy. Well, really the last 10 years I've been working on my health. But the last year I've been honing in and trying to figure out what my body is responding well to, what it's reacting to. I've been improving my sleep and all of the things. And I'm working with the doctor in Spain, and I've definitely seen improvements. So that's my mini update. But I have struggled so much with having really low energy, and I can't get things done, whether I have the energy or not. If I have the energy, some days I don't have the mental clarity to. And it's kicked my butt. It's just kicked my butt. I started today thinking I'm gonna feel so good, I'm gonna have so much energy, I'm gonna get all my stuff done. And I wake up and I get my alone time, and I'm journaling and connecting with God, and I felt even better. And then I go to our friend's gym to try to get a little, or their garage, it's a garage gym. I go to my friend's garage to try to get a little workout in, and I, for the life of me, couldn't do anything. And I'm a very fit person. I love being active. I love pushing my body, and it wasn't a drive problem, it was an energy problem. And what I want to talk to you about today is defeat, and how defeat actually affects not only your mind and not only your emotions, but it actually affects your physical body. And so does anything that we're dealing with emotionally. It starts manifesting physically. And in the midst of experiencing defeat, I'm feeling really disappointed, because I'm like, dang it, I've been doing all of the right things. I still don't have energy. I got an amazing night's sleep. I can't even think. My eyes are super tired, and apparently what I'm doing isn't working. And that's my thought, that's my belief that's going on. And I keep trying to work out, and I literally can't do anything. So now I'm frustrated, because I've been resting the last 3 days, hoping I could finally have enough energy for a good workout, and I still don't. And I'm frustrated, and it starts spinning me out. And this is a trend I've noticed in the last couple of weeks. If I have a day where I have a lot of fatigue or low energy, I get spun out and I feel full of disappointment, and I'm super bummed that it's not working. And I start getting hard on myself, and what I do is I start resisting what I'm experiencing. And the only time suffering actually happens is when we resist. Resistance creates suffering. And I'm catching this in these moments where I'm like, oh, like, now I'm fatigued. Now my whole day gets spun out because I feel so defeated. I feel so disappointed, and my exhaustion perpetuates itself. And so this morning, I recognized that that was going on. Oh, I'm totally partnering with defeat right now. I'm feeling disappointed. And the physical toll that disappointment and defeat takes on your body is just as severe as the health issues that I have going on. And what it does is it compiles on what's already happening, and then I get more taken out than I would if I would have just experienced the fatigue and stopped and rested. And so really what I want to dive into, and I didn't prepare anything. I actually never prepare whenever I'm recording content, ever. I just literally sit down and I'm like, what am I going to talk about? Okay, let's go. So what I wanted to do in sharing my process is to kind of walk you guys through. If you're watching this, I would love for you to figure out, like, what are the circumstances that happen in my life that affect me the most? And my husband's phone is ringing. What are the circumstances in my life that affect me the most? And how am I reacting to those? So what's my circumstance that caused me the most pain? And then what's my response? What's my reaction to that thing? Because it can take the pain of a circumstance. Maybe let's say you have a scale of 1 to 10, and the circumstance that's happening, which for me, let's call it body issues or not being healthy, not thriving. It can be 5 out of 10, like scale of 1 to 10, you have pain. Call it a 5 out of 10. But whenever I resist it, and when I start partnering with defeat, and when I start partnering with disappointment, and I start going on a spin out of all of the different things that I'm mad about and why I'm so frustrated, and if I let myself stay there, even though it's healthy to feel the disappointment, if I let myself stay there and I keep partnering with it, it'll take that level 5 pain and it can take it up to an 8, 9, 10. So it can make something that's like a hard circumstance already way harder of a circumstance. And what I've noticed, the physical result is now my pain level is way higher than it needs to be just because I'm resisting. And so what I'm doing and what I want to invite you guys into is, whether you have health issues or you were diagnosed with a disease, whether this is a relationship and something that you're reacting to, or whether this is a life circumstance, what would it look like for you to take that thing and be mindful of, okay, how does this affect me? What am I feeling? It's really powerful and really important to feel, to get self-aware, and to grieve and feel and process through the emotion. So what am I feeling? Write a list. I feel angry. I feel hopeless. This triggers me feeling abandoned. I don't feel like I'm ever going to be taken care of. I don't feel like I'm enough. Write out all of the feelings that are residual to that circumstance. And then write out, why do I feel all of these things? If you can examine that and then give yourself 20 minutes. If you need an hour, take an hour. If you've never felt before and you're someone who shoves everything, give yourself a day or a couple of weeks. Feel it. Get it out. Work it through your body. Let yourself grieve. Journal about it. Go on a process. Why is that so painful to you? What does this make you believe about yourself? What does this make you believe about life? What does this make you believe about God? And then after you go through that process, which for me, I've given myself space and time to feel for a really long time now. So I'm going to grieve. But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to decide powerfully, okay, now that I've felt this, I'm actually going to step out of that, and I'm going to choose to partner with something that's going to give me life now. So for example, if the lie that I'm believing and the pain that I'm feeling is that I'm never going to feel better. I'm never going to have energy again. How am I going to run my business if I don't have energy? I'm afraid of people feeling disappointed with me. If those are the feelings and those are the lies attached to them, then I'm going to put my foot in the sand right there. I'm going to draw a line, and I'm going to spend time deciding, actually, it's okay if I can't get anything done today. Actually, it's okay if I need to take time to rest. The truth is that I'm not going to feel like this forever. The truth is that I just started finding answers, and I just started taking the proper supplements. And so I'm going to figure this out, and there's going to be more that I'm going to learn in the future that's going to yield to more physical health. Even if there are emotional things that I need to process through that are going to, if I process through those, lead to better health physically, because I believe it's all intertwined. The truth is that I'm not going to feel this way forever. And for you, that truth might be you're not always going to be with a guy that doesn't choose you or doesn't pursue you. The truth is that you're not a victim to that circumstance. You don't have to be powerless to that circumstance. Even if you have a disease, you don't have to be powerless to that circumstance. It's okay if there are powerless feelings. It's okay if you need to grieve that. It's okay if there are things that are coming up inside of you, but it doesn't make them true. And if you can partner with actual truth in those moments, it yields to more fruit in your life later. It actually will yield to peace. It will yield to rest. It will yield to a better relationship. As long as you don't decide to settle and be a victim to your circumstances that are currently going on. So, all of this being said, for me, what that looked like, instead of I recognized, okay, I'm feeling defeated. I was like, okay, I'm not going to fight or resist my physical symptoms today. I'm not going to fight it. I'm not going to try to push through physically and do more than I can. I'm not going to sit in frustration of what's happening with my physical body. I'm not going to go into control mode, because that's something I've done. Well, what can I fix? What can I do? Okay, I'm going to document all the food I'm eating and making sure that I know how each food affects me, because I feel like control will provide some kind of certainty to all of this unknown. And it's not true. It actually just disconnects me from rest even more. And rest is the thing that my mind, my heart, my soul, my body needs. It needs rest. It needs time to recover. And so today I just decided I'm not going to resist any of this, because resistance is what causes suffering. I'm just going to settle in. I'm going to come up with the things that I can do, the things that I want to do. And I'm going to let myself be a vegetable all day long if I need to. And it'll pass. Even if I feel like this for 2 weeks, it'll pass, and there's going to be a day where I feel better. But what I'm going to focus on is nourishing my heart meantime. I'm going to focus on the things that I can be powerful in, the things that I can do. I'm going to focus on nurturing my heart and my spirit and connecting with God. And I know for a fact, because I've watched this happen in every area of my life in some level, whenever I actually yield and I settle in and I give myself the thing that I'm actually needing in my heart and in my soul, it yields to fruit. It yields to energy. It yields to me being rested. It yields to the thing that I'm actually desiring in life. But when we fight it, it does the opposite. So I just want to invite you guys today, whatever the thing that you're experiencing resistance in your life, it doesn't have to be like this forever. And you can be powerful over your inner world and how you respond and react to things. And it will yield to the things that you're actually craving and desiring in your life. And I just want to say too, if you have desires in your heart and things that you're craving and things that you've been dreaming of, I just want to remind you that God really wants to give those things to you. God really, really wants to give those things to you. And there are actually tons of things that you can do. But what I've noticed is our life and each circumstance, whether it's relationally, financially, and in our physical health, it's actually a mirror of what's happening in you internally. So if you look at your circumstances and they're not in alignment with what you're wanting and craving and desiring for your life, I would just challenge you to examine some of those things and figure out what you need to do to work through that stuff and to get healthy in those things. Because that husband that you're craving, he's just going to be a mirror. He's going to reflect to you all of the things that are going on inside of you. Your relationship with money, it's actually just a mirror. Wherever you're at financially, it's a mirror and reflection of what's happening. And so these things get to be invitations. They get to be gifts. They get to be opportunities. Instead of it making a statement about who you are, like, oh, well, because I don't have a husband, I must be unhealthy. or because I don't have money, I must not be whatever. Don't make an identity statement about who you are based on your circumstances, but look at each thing and let it be a revealer. Let it be an opportunity to figure out, like, oh, do I not have money because I don't believe that I'm actually worth it? Do I not have money because I'm, like, for me, I used to be reactive towards working. Actually felt like working in money was bad and that I would never actually have it and that I would never be successful. So I actually had resentment towards working, and it reflected financially. Even though I was showing up for work, I was doing the bottom of the line things all of the time. And so I just want to encourage you, all of these things can be a revealer of different beliefs that you have internally. And beliefs come from different wounds that we have and different experiences we have in life. So look at your life and your circumstances and learn to be an observer of yourself. Be an observer of yourself. Let your life be a teacher. Don't let it tell you what to think and tell you what to believe, but learn from yourself by observation and take notes and then make powerful decisions to work through it. So that's it. That's all I want to share with you guys. I hope it's helpful. If it was, and if you learned anything and you took anything away with you, throw it in the comments and share this with a friend. It really support my channel. And thanks so much for watching. I'm going to be here in my PJs and in my slippers from Christmas that say Mama Bear. And I'm just going to chill the rest of the day. Love you guys. Take care.